flames, and Pearl Jet, the master of ceremonies, human energizer, aka Bunny with a mic. Buckle up because I'm here to introduce you to our next speaker. He has been adorned with the Rajiv Gandhi Education Excellence Award and the Glory of Education Excellence Award. But the prizes are just the tip of the iceberg. He is not your ordinary run-of-the-mill professor. He is managing two professional dental colleges in the state of Himachal Pradesh, a dental clinic here in Ludhiana. He was also the former president of the Indian Dental Association in Ludhiana, the ex-vice president of the Punjab Dental Council in Chandigarh. Not only this, but he also managed hats as an ex-member of the Dental Council of India for an astonishing 11 years. That is a longer commitment than most people have to their gym membership. Now here's a punchline you didn't see coming. The dental dynamo did not only conquer the world of dentistry, but also faced off a notorious car accident. But fear not, because our hero emerged from the battle with a grin as wide as the Grand Canyon, proving to us that not even a pile-up could dull the shine in those pearly whites. Please welcome on stage, Director, Professor, Head of Department of Periodontology and Oral Implantology, Dr. Vikas Jindal.
A very pleasant evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's been an honor to be here at this platform. I'm an alumnus of this great institute, and as a kid, I had never imagined that I would be talking on TEDx. When I was given this topic, I was Googling on the internet and I found out that it is a decades-old concept, and it has found its way through the folds of history to the sunshine of now. Youthquake resonates with earthquake. When earth quakes, the face of the planet changes. But the interesting part, my dear friends, is the soul of the planet is its people. The socio-economic, political and cultural fate lies in the hands of youth. And if youth decides to do something, they have been able to do successfully well. For example, the American Indian Revolution, the Black Power Revolution. And it is possible because of this lady, Mary Quant, who was the pioneer of Youthquake. This lady started wearing mini skirts and it became a social mania, giving rise to Youthquake. The youth, I quote, my dear friends, when the earth quakes, the face of the earth changes. But when the youth quakes, the soul of the earth changes. The youth today, my dear friends, is aware, energetic and inspired. But what inspires the youth to shift a cog an inch in an otherwise smoothly running machinery? To my mind, the youth today is a rebel, but a rebel with a cause. So let us walk with me where me and Youthquake cross paths. I am a graduate and postgraduate from Government Dental College, Amritsar. And after I finished my post-graduation, I started my professional journey in the year 1995. During my professional journey, I started opening dental clinics in the city of Ludhiana and dental colleges and professional colleges in the state of Himachal Pradesh. During my journey in the last 28 years, God has been very kind to me and has helped me achieve my goals, helped me reach the zenith of my career in various capacities. As an academician, my dear friends, I have interacted with youth for the last 28 years. And I have found out, I have realized that the voice of the youth acts like a bridge for constructing bridges for global networks for the betterment of the society and leading the youth to the zenith of glory. I was also ready to take that leap and touch some more lives. You are seeing a handsome man on the screen. He's a dashing and young man. And I think I am handsome too, sitting on the wheelchair. Life doesn't go as planned, my dear friends. God has different plans for you. It was 4th of September 2019 when I met with an accident. I was traveling to my institute in Himachal Pradesh when some vehicle hit me from the back and I got a spinal injury, paralyzing me from my shoulder downwards. My arms, my hands, my legs were totally paralyzed. I was turned into a vegetative state. The doctors told my wife and my family that I don't have more than 6 months of my life. It was 2019. I was depressed because a man of my caliber who had been working from 4 o'clock in the morning till 4 o'clock at night was on the bed for a whole day without moving an inch. I could not talk. There was a small pamphlet of alphabets from A to Z. If I would need to offer or if I would need to get a T, for example, I would just nod my head at T. They would point at E, they would point at A, then I could get T for me. That was my situation. I was devastated because they told me that I would never get up in my life. And I passed through the stages of grief, which anybody would have passed. At first I was at the stage of denial, as why it happened to me. This should not have happened to me. I have not done wrong for anybody. It should not have happened to me. And eventually, I went to the next stage of grief, that was anger. I was angry with everybody. I was angry with my peers. I was angry with my family. I was angry with my colleagues. I would not allow anybody to come near me. I was feeling depressed and I started bargaining with the God. I started asking him why it happened to me. And then I started offering baits to the God. If I do this, then he probably will make me stand on my feet. And eventually I went to the 4th stage of grief, that is depression. And I was at the lowest depth of my life. Youth these days, dear friends, also pass through mental and emotional trauma, may it be depression, may it be failures, may it be FOMO, may it be career, may it be relationship issues. But mind you, when you are physically disabled, every second of your life, you are reminded of that disability. But I started gathering my pieces together again. I started gathering my strength, my willpower, my determination to fight these challenges. And then I realized at that point of time and started asking myself, what is this trying to tell me? And then I realized that I can be able to get up through resilience. People have been talking of resilience since morning. I have been listening. What is resilience? The resilience is like a rubber band. You just extend it, it comes back to its stage. Life is not planned. It is destined by God. All of us, you must be facing setbacks, failures, drawbacks in your life. But it is important to fight those challenges. You can go back to your cocoon, be grieved, be depressed, but You have to fight your challenges. I also fought them. And while I was fighting, I must tell you the 4 components of resilience. The first component which I followed was I started meeting my friends who mattered to me, who gave me positivity, who pushed me out of my room and made me meet socially people who loved me, who could give me positivity. I started eating healthy food. I didn't go to alcohol, I didn't go to drugs. I started eating food which would make me happy. Then I started thinking positively. I shunned all negativity in me. I started positive thinking so that I could get out of it. And finally, I started finding the meaning and purpose of my life. Because that is what is important when you are in grief. You have to find the meaning and purpose of your life. That led me to accept my condition. And then I finally started working hard, physically, spiritually and emotionally, to bounce back through resilience. मुझे खड़ा करने के लिए 6 लोग लगते थे। मेरे पैर बांधते थे, मेरे नीज बांधते थे, मेरी चेस्ट बांधते थे, then they would try to make me stand up. But through sheer perseverance, faith and hope in God, now I am able to stand on my feet, maybe for a few seconds or a few minutes, but I am able to stand on my feet without any support. To come back, to return to my routine, I started visiting my institutes. I started delivering national and international, speeches and giving motivational talks. Wherever I could go, I have started attending the conferences. And this all had been possible because of a few angels whose names I would like to take. One is my family and my wife sitting here, Dr. and my physiotherapist, Dr. Malay and Dr. Dinakaran. सख्त ये बादे मुखालिफ माने जो winds opposite side से आती हैं. सख्त ये बादे मुखालिफ क्यों घबराए उकाब? सख्त ये बादे मुखालिफ क्यों घबराए उकाब? ये तो चलती हैं तुझे ऊंचा उड़ाने के लिए. I would like to remind the youth of today who believe in youth faith that history is full of examples of people who had shortcomings, but they fought their shortcomings and touched the zenith of glory and touched the lives of people. हाथों के लकीरों पे मत जाए गालिब, हाथों के लकीरों पे मत जाए गालिब, नसीब उनके भी होते हैं जिनके हाथ नहीं होते। The demands of youth, my dear friends, is erupting like a lava of ideas and thoughts within them, creating avenues in the world and empowering revolutions. But the question is, we are ready to accept it. We may or may not accept that, but the youth is going to achieve and leave an indelible mark on the pages of the history. I quote again, the face of the earth changes when the earth quakes, but the soul of the planet changes when youth quakes. This is not the end of my story. हार नहीं मानूंगा, हार नहीं मानूंगा, रात नहीं ठानूंगा, हार नहीं मानूंगा, रात नहीं ठानूंगा, काल के कपाल पर लिखता हूँ मिटाता हूँ, काल के कपाल पर लिखता मिटाता हूँ, गीत नया गाऊंगा, गीत नया गाऊंगा. You have been a wonderful audience. Thank you very much.
What a journey of grit and determination, sir.